The history of wildfires in California. California, with its vast forests, rolling grasslands, and Mediterranean climate, has long been a state where wildfires are a natural phenomenon. These fires, however, have evolved from being seasonal events that sustain the ecosystem to catastrophic disasters that have caused immense ecological, economic, and human losses. Understanding the history of wildfires in California requires delving into its geological, cultural, and environmental contexts. Early history and natural role of fire. Wildfires have been an intrinsic part of California's landscape for thousands of years. Before human intervention, lightning strikes were the primary ignition source, sparking fires that would burn through dry vegetation during the summer and fall months. These natural fires played a vital role in maintaining healthy ecosystems, clearing underbrush, recycling nutrients into the soil, and promoting the growth of fire-adapted plant species such as the giant sequoias. Indigenous peoples, including the Miwok, Maidu, and Chumash tribes, recognized the importance of fire and employed controlled burns to manage the land. These cultural burns prevented excessive fuel buildup and promoted biodiversity, ensuring sustainable hunting and gathering practices. Such controlled burning practices exemplified a harmonious relationship with the natural fire cycle. European colonization and suppression policies. The arrival of European settlers in the 18th and 19th centuries brought significant changes to California's fire landscape. Spanish missions introduced livestock grazing, which reduced the amount of grassy fuel available for fires. Later, during the gold rush in the mid-19th century, extensive logging operations and mining activities disrupted ecosystems and increased fire risk by leaving large amounts of debris in forests. In the early 20th century, the federal government adopted policies that prioritized fire suppression. The establishment of the U.S. Forest Service in 1905 marked a significant shift, as officials believed that all fires, regardless of their cause or ecological benefits, should be extinguished as quickly as possible. The 10 a.m. policy, which aimed to contain fires by 10 a.m. the day after they were reported, became a cornerstone of fire management. While this suppression strategy reduced immediate fire damage, it inadvertently created a more dangerous situation in the long term. By preventing smaller, natural fires, large amounts of combustible material accumulated in forests, setting the stage for more intense and uncontrollable wildfires. Mid-20th century, urban expansion and changing landscapes. The post-World War II era saw rapid population growth and urban development in California. Suburbs expanded into wildfire-prone areas, known as the Wildland-Urban Interface, WUI. Housing developments encroached on forests and grasslands, increasing the risk to human life and property. Additionally, climate conditions played a critical role in shaping fire behavior. California's Mediterranean climate, characterized by hot, dry summers and wet winters, created ideal conditions for vegetation growth followed by drying. Periodic droughts exacerbated this cycle, leaving vast swathes of the state vulnerable to ignition. The 1960s and 1970s witnessed several significant wildfires, such as the Bel Air Fire of 1961, which destroyed nearly 500 homes in Los Angeles. These incidents underscored the growing danger posed by wildfires in densely populated areas. Late 20th century, increasing awareness and larger fires. By the late 20th century, it became evident that fire suppression policies alone were insufficient. Studies revealed that fire exclusion had led to dense forests with high fuel loads, contributing to larger and more severe fires. Agencies began to reconsider their strategies, incorporating controlled burns and fuel reduction programs to mitigate risk. Despite these efforts, the frequency and intensity of wildfires continued to rise. The 1980s and 1990s were marked by devastating fires, including the Oakland Hills Fire of 1991, which claimed 25 lives and destroyed over 3,000 homes. This tragedy highlighted the need for better urban planning, emergency preparedness, and public awareness. 21st century, a new era of mega-fires. The 21st century has ushered in an era of unprecedented wildfire activity in California. A combination of factors, including climate change, population growth, and inadequate forest management, has led to larger, more destructive fires. Warmer temperatures, prolonged droughts, and reduced snowpack have created conditions for longer fire seasons. Meanwhile, wind events such as the Santa Ana and Diablo winds have fueled rapid fire spread. Some of the most infamous wildfires in recent history include Cedar Fire, 2003. This fire burned over 273,000 acres in San Diego County, killing 15 people and destroying more than 2,800 buildings. It remains one of the largest fires in California history. Camp Fire, 2018. The deadliest and most destructive wildfire in California's history, the Camp Fire claimed 85 lives and destroyed the town of Paradise. It was caused by electrical equipment owned by Pacific Gas and Electric Company, PG&E. Thomas Fire, 2017, burning over 281,000 acres in Ventura and Santa Barbara counties. This fire was fueled by strong winds and dry conditions. Dixie Fire, 2021, covering nearly 1 million acres, the Dixie Fire became the largest single, non-complex, wildfire in California's history. These mega-fires have had profound social and economic impacts, displacing thousands of residents and costing billions of dollars in firefighting efforts and damages. Addressing the challenges, policies and innovations in recent years, California has taken steps to address the wildfire crisis. State and federal agencies have increased funding for fire prevention, including vegetation management, prescribed burns, and community education programs. Legislation has also been enacted to improve utility infrastructure and reduce the risk of equipment-related fires. Technological advancements, such as satellite monitoring, drones, and predictive modeling, have enhanced fire detection and response capabilities. Collaboration between public agencies, private organizations, and indigenous communities has further strengthened efforts to mitigate wildfire risks. Conclusion: the history of wildfires in California reflects a complex interplay of natural processes and human activities. Wildfire has always been a part of the state's landscape. Its role has shifted dramatically over time. From a natural and beneficial force to a source of destruction and tragedy, wildfires are now a pressing challenge exacerbated by climate change and urban expansion. Addressing this issue requires a multifaceted approach that combines science, policy, and community engagement. By learning from the past and embracing innovative solutions, California can strive to build a more resilient future in the face of an increasingly volatile fire landscape.